Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to airbrushing a Gibson guitar and a Marshall amp, like a twin stack amp system. That's the one we're going to be doing today. Now, image size, I've chopped up some of my paper, so we're going smaller than that. I've got it over here and we've projected it 150mm by 170, size the image up. This has got a bit of colour in it, so we've got orange, we've got black, it's got like a light bit of blue in there. There's some white highlights, so just picking the colours off the image. I'm just going to grab some of the FW ink. It's got orange, we've got some reds and things like that. So a nice easy one. This one's going to be in a time lapse and I'll do it in stages. I'll do time lapse for a bit, stop, give you a little talk over, drop you back in a time lapse, and then we'll just complete this piece. When it comes to doing this, we've got a lot of straights. So if you are thinking of doing this, you could project this one up and you could use transfer paper like that, and you could place this over and then pencil over the transfer tape and chop it out, so you've got a perfect mask that goes round this to keep it nice and sharp. But I'm just going to work with shields and work round this, holding straight edges up and spraying against to get this one down. Be nice and simple. The brush we're using today is going to be the new 2024 Infinity by Harder and Steenbeck. Absolutely loving this brush, and it is coming up very soon, guys. We've got the review coming up on this on the channel, so I can give you a real up close and talk about it and tell you my thoughts on it. But that's the one we're going to use today. So you're going to see that in camera shot working this picture, and it is a small sort of intricate picture. So let's move in closer and let's get this Gibson and Marshall amp down. Right guys, we'll do a little pause. We've about finished it. Now, you've seen how I sort of built this up in that time lapse. Just went in really light with the Payne's grain, just sort of sketching it out and then doing layers and building them over, going darker. Posca paint pen, highlights, and with this paper, it absorbs really quick. So if you drop the Posca on and then just smear down, you can get that real nice fade, the little sharp fades go into the back. And it's basically just sketching it out. This could have been really tightened up even more on a lot of the edges, but I've kept them sort of soft and sort of rolled off, made it a little bit more softer and warm, sort of that warm tone across it. So all that's left now is the neck of the guitar here, bit at the top, drop some of the strings coming down. I'm just literally going to go over them with a black pencil and just do some lines through it, because it's just, that's all you're seeing on the artwork. Just do some little pencil lines through there, and then that will be done. We can call it finished. We could put some varnish on that. We could gloss varnish the face of the guitar up and just do some little highlight bits through with gloss varnish over where the whites are, so when you look at it you'll see that like real glossy look on some of the corners and edges. You can do that to make it look nice and go from the matte to a little bit of gloss and just mix it up. So I'll drop you back on the time lapse. We'll finish this piece off here and we'll call it done. So see you in the next time lapse. So there you go guys, we've got it down in the end, just chipped away at it. We've used the new Infinity 2024. All I can say is wow on that brush, just with ease with it. You just go in and you know where the paint is, just go in, and that is a small piece detail on the guitar and these bits here. It's a small, nice little tight, compact detail piece, and a very sort of easy one to do and follow. Just chip away at it. Went in with the Payne's grey, then darkened it off, darkened to the back. We've used Posca paint pen throughout on the highlights, going over, building the layers up, and then just dropping the Posca in, doing a bit more darks and lights, then drop the Posca in again. Do some little smear techniques when you put it on the paper, because this paper is very absorbent. If you do a line with the Posca, it'll instantly sort of dry in and suck back to the paper and dry. But if you get it when it's wet and then just smear with your finger, you can get that real soft transition of white blending into your paint. You can literally smooth it and blend it into the one underneath, so it just looks all nice and soft, rolled edges, and then you've got the tight details in on the guitar. Tried to keep this outer here less lined. On the original it's got like a black line around it. All this is black lined, like you've gone around with a pen and sort of framed it. So I've kept that away from it and just gives it that little bit more of a realistic look and feel to it, with it being a little softer. Warmed up the tones more here than the original. It's a little bit darker on the original. I've just sort of warmed it up slightly and it's come out like that. So we got it down. Just chip away, as I say, take your time, thin your paints down. We've used the FW inks nice and thin, and just hardly any testing to the side, just a little bit. You just enjoy painting when you get the right paint mix in your brush. So thanks for watching. Drop your comments, tell me your thoughts, like, shares, it all helps the channel grow guys, and I will see you lot in the next one. Thanks for watching.